It's Jim from Animal Ability and fitness contributor for Wild Warrior Nutrition. Some of the best supplements out there, especially their pine pollen extract. So today's video is going to be on advanced mobilization / stretching. So let's do it. Okay, we're going to do a seated thoracic opener with Y. The Y position will be with the dumbbells. You're going to hold these up. So you put the roller on a barbell. You can adjust the height and you're stretching over it. You want to basically place it below the shoulder blades. You can move it around for other positions as long as you're not crunching bones. Now here we go with a barbell Jefferson curl. You don't have to stand on anything because the weight is in the crook of your arms. You will vertebrae by vertebrae round down, trying to keep your knees locked out. Now this is a good one if you do not have any low back issues, bulging disc, anything like that. You definitely want to consult your physician or other health practitioner before you try this one. This gives you that little buffer zone if you get out of position on certain exercises. This is not something you would go super heavy with either. Now here we go with just stretching the lateral portion, the lateral chain. Showed this on another video. It's also an exercise. I've just got a lighter weight in my hand. And I'll just do the other side to balance out here. You can also do this on a 45-degree hyper. That's actually the best way to do it. This takes a little bit of setup. It's not bad. Okay, now here we go with a quad stretch. Put your shin vertical if possible, and then push back, keeping your abdominals tight so that you're stretching the front of your hip and quad. So it's a whole frontal stretch on your leg, or upper thigh, I should say. Getting a little bit of lower leg, but that's just because you got your foot up behind you. Now this is a foot elevated Jefferson curl. You only go down until the weight hits the floor on this. So basically you're checking on both legs to make sure that you don't have any deficits in range of motion. Okay, this is a supported hip airplane. You want to rotate outwards and then inwards. So the opening right here goes really, really far. You'll barely be able to drop your hip below level for the closing. And that's typical for just about everybody, except contortionists, of course, can probably do a lot more, a lot further. Now, we're going to do toes elevated barbell Jefferson curl. This brings a whole new aspect into your hamstrings, because when your calves are in the dorsiflex position, there is more stretch on the hamstring because the calves muscles cross above the knee and the hamstrings cross below the knee. So this makes it super intense. This is a standing pigeon. You want your knee at a 90-degree angle, fully supported on the side of your leg. You're going to shift over over the knee, and then you'll shift back over the ankle. So this is kind of dynamic, and because you're shifting from side to side. Okay, now this is a single leg supine hamstring stretch, and the emphasis by having the foot in a dorsiflex position, same principle as that toes elevated Jefferson curl. Now we're actually going to open it out to the side. Now there's also a DEMU strap you can get that automatically does this too. Okay, now here we go with a lunge stretch, staying upright, trying to stretch the front of my hip. This is really good if you sit all day at a desk. And you can also do the version where you try to put your forearms down on the floor. This just stretches slightly different areas in the hip flexor. And it gets a little more of the other leg deeper.